Something serious is about to hit your pension, and it's coming faster than most people realize. On the 21st of July, the state pension system in the UK is changing in ways that could either benefit you massively or leave you confused, short-changed, and financially exposed. The Department for Work and Pensions has quietly introduced a brand new schedule, a restructuring of not just payment rates but also dates, and the silence around it is what's most worrying. Thousands of pensioners across the country are unaware that their usual payment pattern could be disrupted, that their expected rise might not appear on time, and that delays, miscalculations, or full-blown underpayments could happen without warning. And while the DWP frames this as a routine update, make no mistake, this is the most significant adjustment in years, and the impact on people's day-to-day lives could be enormous. The system we've all grown used to, with regular, predictable payments landing like clockwork, is now shifting beneath our feet. The new rate rise, driven by this year's high wage growth under the triple lock, is set to be one of the most generous increases in recent history, but the truth is, not everyone will benefit equally. Some will see an extra £20 to £30 a week, while others might only receive a fraction of that, depending on whether they're on the full new state pension or stuck on the older, basic scheme. And that's only if the payment even lands when it's supposed to, because the DWP's new timetable ties everything to the last 2 digits of your national insurance number, meaning your payments could come earlier, later, or not when you expect at all. Imagine waking up on pension day expecting your new payment, planning your week around that money, only to find it hasn't arrived. No warning, no explanation, just an empty bank balance and a scramble to cover bills, buy food, or pay for prescriptions. And here's the frustrating part, if you don't act fast, it could take weeks to fix. The DWP handles millions of payments, and mistakes, yes, even small ones, can result in long waits for correction. Many pensioners don't even realize they've been underpaid until months or years later. And that's why now is the time to double-check everything. Because if there's ever been a moment to take control of your pension, this is it. The emotional toll of not knowing if your money will arrive on time, of having to ration food or switch off heating because your expected payment is late or short, is something no pensioner should have to endure after decades of working and paying into the system. I've heard from viewers who had to borrow money just to get by because their payment was delayed by 2 days, and for those on a tight income, even 48 hours can feel like a lifetime. But the confusion doesn't end there. The DWP's new system also means that some pensioners will receive a strange-looking first payment, possibly a little more than expected, not because they're getting a bonus, but because of how the old and new rates overlap in the payment cycle. It's a hidden quirk in the system, but it might just put an unexpected £10 or £15 in your pocket, if you're lucky. And while that sounds nice, the real concern is what happens when people see their regular payment drop back down in the following cycle and panic, thinking something has gone wrong. It's not just about money, it's about trust, stability, and the peace of mind that your pension is reliable. Sadly, that trust is shaking. Even more troubling is that the DWP is still reviewing old pension records and has uncovered thousands of past underpayments. Retired teachers, factory workers, NHS staff, people who were shortchanged for years without ever knowing. Some have now received backdated payments worth hundreds, even thousands of pounds. But here's what they don't tell you, the DWP doesn't reach out to everyone. If you think you've been underpaid, even years ago, you must request a review yourself. They will only act if you push for it. And don't think it's rare, it's happening more often than you'd believe. If your national insurance record wasn't updated properly, if you were divorced and didn't claim correctly, or if you changed benefits without reapplying, there are dozens of reasons someone might be owed money. So what can you do right now? Start by checking your last payment. Know exactly what you're supposed to get under the new rate. Compare that to what lands in your account after July 21st. If something doesn't add up, don't wait. Contact the DWP straight away and request clarification. Even a £1 difference is worth chasing, because once you raise it, the DWP is legally obligated to investigate and backdate any money owed. This isn't paranoia, it's protection. After all, this is your pension. You've earned every single penny of it. You paid into the system for decades, through hard work, long nights, bad weather, illnesses, and everything in between, and now that it's your turn to collect what's yours, the last thing you deserve is confusion, delay, or loss. So don't sit back and assume everything is fine. Take action. Know your figures. Ask questions. Because come July 21st, the people who are informed will be in control, and those who aren't might be left wondering where their money went. This isn't just a system update. This is your future, your stability, and your right. Don't risk missing out.